What up, fam? It's the Gamer Guy here. I'm gonna be doing some basic base building tutorial stuff that is very important for you guys to know. So, if you play on a PvP server and you're sick and tired of having your base blown to bits so easily, there are ways to fortify your base so that way it does not get blown to bits. We're going to start over with the foundation section here. Single, double, triple. You can go 4, but chances are you're not going to be able to do it all the way around because it sinks the foundation a little too far. So triple is really all you want to do. So what this is doing is giving them 3 foundations to blow up instead of 1. You have more damage soak, and on top of all that, you have 3 foundations. I mean, like, why would you even complain about something like that? You know, of course, it's going to cost more to build a base with 3 foundation setup, but, you know, it's going to make the base that much stronger at its foundation, so to speak. So how you would do this is plant 1 foundation and a pillar. Then you're going to plant your second foundation adjacent on any 4 sides and wait till the foundation sinks below the existing foundation. You put the lowest foundation in first, then the second one. So I'm going to demonstrate this real fast. So foundation, pillar, and then watch this foundation. You aim down just a tad bit and it should drop down. See? See how it dropped down like that? And then you just put another foundation and kind of aim up a tad till it snaps to the existing original foundation, and then you have yourself a double foundation. Really simple, makes the base a lot stronger. Then we're going to go to the double walling technique. Double walling is for servers that I think are a little more conservative than fast-paced. You just get 2 foundations and 2 walls, and I'm going to demonstrate that right now. I need 2 foundations next to each other, put a wall there and a wall there. Bam, 2 walls, 14 to 15 rockets to get through that. So, on to the more advanced walling technique, which is triple walling. And the way you would do this is kind of similar to double walling, but a tad bit different. So you're going to drop a foundation. Well, let's just do 2 foundations. Actually, you don't need 2 foundations, just 1 foundation. Okay, and you're going to put the wall. Okay, just pretend this is just, you're working with 1 wall right now. You're going to put a ceiling, then a wall. Oh, I'm sorry. You got to do the fence foundation first. So you put a fence foundation on the outside there. Then you're going to put your secondary snap wall, not on the fence foundation, but on the ceiling. So this can be kind of aggravating. Ah, crap, I messed it up. This can be aggravating because it has so many snap points, so it kind of like lets you find the sweet spot like that. And then you go ahead and put your 3rd wall in, just like that. Now you can keep your fence foundation. It's that much stronger and it's defending the existing foundation a little bit, but now you have 3 walls, which is roughly going to take 21 rockets to get through with a primitive rocket launcher. Depending on the server that you play on, if it has increased or decreased explosive damage, this is basically what you're going to deal with. Now, as you can see, the top of the walls are pretty much the same height, so you'll have good symmetry with something like that. The other form of base defense, base building that makes your base that much more of a pain in the ass to get into is stacking ceilings. As you can see, I have 4, but you can go as many as you want as long as you have enough pillars and ceilings. So we'll just do a quick demo over here on how to do that. Drop a foundation, and then install a wall, and then a ceiling, and then a pillar. Oops, I did it wrong. 1 second. This can be kind of a pain in the butt to get. I think the mechanics they've been adding to the game, I think it's kind of messed up the way that the bases get built now. So this can kind of be the more difficult of the base fortification techniques. I usually don't have an issue with this, but right now, of course, it's gonna give me problems. So we'll have to, oh, there we go, it worked. Okay, so as you can see, the pillar's protruding from the existing ceiling, and you want to just kind of do the same thing. See how it kind of protrudes a little? And this can be a pain in the butt, but the good news is you don't have to do this for every ceiling tile. You only have to do this for one of the tiles, and then you can do the whole base like this. So as you can see, you can just keep doing it. See, now it's working. Once you have it started, it's really easy, and then you can build up to 3 out with no foundations. But if you add a foundation down bottom, you can obviously keep going out. See. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I mean, it's really simple. There are other methods. There's the ramp method, where you can stack ramps. The best way to do that is to make the bottom of your base a damage buffer. And if you've seen my other video of the half base build, that kind of shows you a split view of what the interior of a fortified base should look like. Not necessarily an exact base that I would build, but it's the exact type of structure that I would build. So what you do is, ooh, ramps. What's the code for ramps? I forget. Well, I don't need to explain it to you, but basically you can snap a ramp to each one of these ceilings. And if you just stick with your single wall on the outside of your base, you can see the snap points, and you just basically snap a ramp on every single ceiling and it stacks them. And the ramps are just as tough as walls. So, you know, 4 ramps, 4 walls, I mean, you're gonna need quite a bit of rockets to get through just the ramps, not just the walls themselves. So if you have a triple wall with quadruple ramps and everything else in the interior is double walled, I mean, you're gonna make it very difficult for people to get into your base. But the biggest downside to these kind of builds is the fact that it's just gonna cost you a lot of material. So your farm time's obviously gonna be up, and you're gonna be a busy arc player. So you need to make sure that you have proper base defense. So if you guys want to check out a video on how to build a proper tower that's very hard to raid and is very effective at warding off would-be raiders, please watch my next video. And I hope you guys learned something from this. I definitely have had a very fun time building bases, you know, in PvE and PvP. And I've learned, you know, what not to do and what to do. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to, you know, leave a comment down below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I'm going to be building a mega base here this coming week with one of my teammates, actually the only teammate that I play with, and it's going to be on an actual server, not you know, God mode and cheats or anything. We're going to be using legitimate materials and you know, going in the direction that a normal player would go when building a PvP difficult to raid base. Now, I'll never say a base is unraidable, because it's just not true. If you play on 100 times or even a 500 times gather server, there is no amount of materials that you can't use to blast through a base. I've seen people go to raids on 500 times servers with 10,000 rockets and another 200 rocket launchers, and once they break through defenses, I mean, it's just a waiting game from that point. So no base is unraidable, but you can certainly make it expensive to raid, and that's the biggest deterrent. How much is it going to cost a player or players or tribes to raid a base that is built like this? Thanks for watching. Tune into my next video.